For example 2, we're going to write a complex number in trig form. Notice this time our complex number is negative 2i. Standard form is a plus bi, so this is in standard form. Trig form is r parenthesis cosine theta plus I sine theta. So we have to find r and we have to find theta. Theta is going to be the same thing for each one. R is a squared plus b squared square root, the absolute value piece. And this one says the tangent of theta equals b over a. So this is how we're going to find it with each part. So r is going to be, in this situation, a is 0 because there is no real number, b is negative 2. So r is the square root of 0 squared plus negative 2 squared, which is the square root of 4. Therefore, r equals 2. Tangent of theta b over a. So the tangent of theta of b, which is negative 2 over 0a, tells me that, well, I'll go back, so it tells me that the tangent of theta is undefined. Okay, so now I have to find it a different way, because there are ways for tangent to be undefined, because it's all the asymptotes in the graph. So what we do now is, we're going to graph negative 2i, and negative 2i is right there. And so what angle is this? Well, the angle is 3 pi over 2. And so theta equals 3 pi over 2. We know it's true because tangent is undefined at 3 pi over 2 because it's y over x, and x is a number and y is 0. That's why it's undefined. Or sorry, y over x and y is a number, x is 0. And so now I just put it in. R is 2, so 2 times the cosine of 3 pi over 2 plus I times the sine of 3 pi over 2, and that is writing that number in trig form. The key here on this one though is to recognize that negative 2i is graphed right here, and that angle corresponds with 3 pi over 2. Go ahead and see if you can figure out number 23, 8i, or negative 8i. Press pause, and then come back and see if you got the right answer. Okay, again, so r equals the square root of a squared plus b squared. So r equals the square root of 0 plus negative 8 squared. R equals the square root of 64, which is 8. And then for your angle theta, this is another one of those where I can just graph and figure it out. Negative 8i is down there at the bottom. And so that angle is 3 pi over 2. And so if we put it into the form, z equals r times cosine of theta plus I sine of theta, I get it to be 8 parenthesis cosine 3 pi over 2 plus I times the sine 3 pi over 2, and that's your answer.